just about ready for football here at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals fans, please welcome your 2025 Cincinnati Bengals.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Cincinnati. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
And here we have a former Super Bowl MVP. Now, Mike, he might not be what he once was, but you can argue he has transitioned into being one of, if not the most reliable backup quarterback in the entire NFL. Whenever he's been forced into the starting lineup, he gives your team a chance. That's all you can ask for, especially at this point in his career.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. He'll take this down to the 47. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Noah Fant was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's Flacco to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Chris Jenkins Jr. in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and long. Here's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chicago.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. A play fake. Now Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Bears first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Bears are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but
and he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyle Manunga. Touchdown, Chicago. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. On the ground, it's Brown. Whoa! Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he is gone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Bengals will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
First down, Bears.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Shamar Stewart on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing.
This one intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Throwing, Flacco. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. That's into the hands of Yosibas. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Flacco. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. To throw is Flacco. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bears 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Williams. He'll step up and run. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the 2nd quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready at a 29-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. A gain of 27 on the play. And a Bears first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Geno Stone with the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Williams. He takes off, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive. The
Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Brown. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Flacco. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Flacco to throw. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. 4th quarter gets underway, and it's a run by Brown. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Back to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
They'll run the sneak. Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a 1st down picked up on the ground.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. with Brown. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will take a 21-7 lead. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Williams pass. Complete to Kyle Malenga. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. To throw is Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll step up and run this.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.